Today we're going to continue with our series of Ignatian prayer walks. We're going to be looking at another story of Jesus and inviting God to speak to us through the words of Scripture. So I'm going to invite you to sit down and find a neutral position that is comfortable. Place both feet on the floor and rest your palms on your thighs. We're going to prepare ourselves to listen to God's voice. But sometimes our bodies and the stresses of all the things we're worrying about can get in the way of that voice speaking to us deeply. And so we're going to prepare our bodies right now. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. We're going to take a few moments just to focus on our breathing. And as we breathe in, I want you in your mind to say, "In you, O Lord." And as you breathe out, simply say, "Do I put my trust?" In you, O Lord, do I put my trust? In you, O Lord, do I put my trust? In you, O Lord, do I put my trust? Now, breathing slowly and deeply, I want us to think about the different parts of our body where stress and tension can build. And we're going to begin with our feet. And I want you to tense up your feet and draw your toes in tight and just hold that tension for a few seconds. And release. Now we're going to think about your calves. And we're going to do the same thing now. We're going to tense our calves. And we're going to hold that tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. It's highly likely that your mind will start wandering as you're doing these exercises. And when it does, I just encourage you just to focus on those words from the Psalms that you focused on earlier. In you, O Lord, do I put my trust. So moving to our thighs, let's just tensen up those thighs now. And relax. Now we need to think of our tummy muscles. And as we do, we're going to need to take a breath and press and bear down on our tummy muscles as we tense them up together. So I'm going to give you a 3 count, and I'm going to invite you to hold your breath until I ask you to release. So 3, 2, 1. And relax. And we're going to move into the shoulders and the neck area, and a lot of tension builds up. And with your eyes closed, I just invite you to Draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Don't press too hard, but just feel that tension. And relax. And now, thinking of our shoulders once again, I would invite you just to draw your shoulders down towards the ground and feel that stretch in the nape of your neck, at the point where your neck and your shoulders meet. And relax. Now I want you to rest your chin. Look down, rest your chin on the top of your chest. Just stretching out the muscles at the back of your neck. And relax. And now I want you to raise your chin as if you're looking up. Just feel the stretch at the front of your neck. Now I want you to turn to your hands. I want you to make two fists. Feel the nails digging in to your hands. Just feel the tension. And now spread your fingers wide apart. Again, just let the tension stretch you out. And relax. Now we're going to think about our forearms. And we're going to tense those up right now. Counting down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1, relax. Finally, we're going to look at our upper arms. Just tense those up. And on a 3 count, I'm going to ask you to let go. 3, 2, 1, relax. Now in your mind, just go back to that phrase and focus once again on your breathing. In you, O Lord, do I put my trust. In you, O Lord, do I put my trust. In you, O Lord, do I put my trust. I'm going to read to you once again the passage of scripture that we've looked at this morning. I'm going to read to you from John 21:15 through to 19. And in your mind's eye, I want you to paint a picture of the words that I'm saying. Imagine every detail, every sound, every smell. When they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you truly love me more than these?" "Yes, Lord," he said. "You know that I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my lambs." Again, Jesus said, "Simon, son of John, do you truly love me?" He answered, Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. The third time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him a third time, do you love me? He said, Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my sheep. I tell you the truth, when you were younger, you dressed yourself and went where you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go. Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, follow me. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine sitting on a beach. The sun is beating your brow. And in the early morning, you look around and you see your friends and you see Jesus seated amongst them. Imagine the sound of the waves slowly lapping against the shore. Imagine the sand between your toes. The fullness of your belly from a breakfast that has been prepared by Jesus. And then Jesus looks at you, and with honesty and openness, he asks you, do you love me? In your heart, give him your answer. And then Jesus says something strange. He says, feed my sheep. Like Peter, who was used to being a fisherman, Jesus is calling you to do something different. Invite him to tell you what that new thing is in these moments of silence. If we love someone, we make room for them in our lives. We make room for their plans, for their agendas. Through the cross, we know that Jesus has done just that for us. He invites us to live and serve him in a new way. In these uncertain times, There are fresh opportunities. There are chances for joy. But with open hands, we need to offer our lives and allow Him to work through whatever He wants to do through us. Now it's time to move away from this scene and move back into our own world, and as you do so, I want you to say to yourself, in you, O Lord, do I put my trust. Everywhere we go, everything we do, we can be confident of His presence with us. So let's just in our hearts say, in you, O Lord, do I put my trust.